Since there are a lot of different moving parts and systems that need to work together, creating a complete business as a WordPress website developer is pretty complicated. In this course, you'll learn how to implement all the moving parts into a working whole without having to program or code any of it yourself. The phrase web developer has a wide range of meanings, but in this course, you'll learn how to be an expert WordPress implementer, making functional custom websites using the tools presented here. And you'll be able to troubleshoot and fix existing WordPress websites whether you built them or not. By the end of this video, you'll have an understanding of all the systems that work together to deliver WordPress websites. Through building more than 10 websites yourself, you'll have an example of any kind of website imaginable and be ready to venture off on your own to build, host, maintain, and sell websites to clients. To implement a WordPress website, you need these three main things: the WordPress files, a server to host them, and a database. The files are built in two programming languages, PHP and JavaScript. The server reads these files, incorporates data from the database, and delivers web pages to a browser using two other languages, HTML and CSS. As a WordPress implementer, you don't need to know much about these programming languages, but you do need to know how the systems work together. We'll be setting up development environments that contain the WordPress core files and the database inside the server. These can be on your local computer or at a hosting company, ready to deliver your websites to the world. Let's take a look at a simple local development environment first, self-contained on my computer. Here, I'm opening a program that you will be using soon called MAMP. It's a server just like hosting companies use, but it's freely available to use on your local computer to develop websites without being connected to the internet. MAMP stands for My Apache MySQL PHP. Apache is an open source web server that's used by many hosting companies. It's enabled to use add-ons like MySQL databases and PHP on which WordPress is built. Installing MAMP on your local computer means that you can build and test websites without needing to buy hosting or be connected to the internet. If I start the server by clicking here, you'll see the Apache server light up, as well as the MySQL server. Once I have these running in the background, I can navigate to a predefined address at the server through any browser and open my WordPress website. Take a look at the address bar. I'm not on the internet. I'm just navigating to the server on my local computer through MAMP. I can log into the WordPress dashboard here by opening up the login page in another tab and using the credentials I set up as the administrator of the site when I installed WordPress. Now, if I change something on the site using the WordPress dashboard, I can save my changes and open the website tab, refreshing the page to see my changes. I'll just open Hello World, the first post that comes with the default WordPress installation. And instead of Welcome to WordPress, I'll type local for website enabled and click Update. Now, once I get the update post has been updated message, I can navigate back to my website tab and refresh the page, and you'll see local for website enabled. WordPress is communicating with the server using Apache and connecting to the database in the background, and then delivering the website pages to my browser all through my local MAMP server environment. Now, if I open Windows Explorer, I can show you the files that the server is using to serve the website pages to my browser. Here's the WordPress core file structure. And if I use the MAMP interface inside my browser, I can show you the database. Let's go to MAMP. And if I click Open Start Page, inside my browser, it will open a MAMP page that's, again, hosted locally on my computer, and under MySQL, I can click phpMyAdmin. By using this utility built into the server called phpMyAdmin, I can show you the database tables And here's where I made that change just now. Under the local for database, I can go to WP posts, and all the tables under there are right here, and here's the change I made. Local for website enabled. WordPress, though it started as a blogging platform, has grown into a content management system, or a CMS. A blog is just a website that's set up to deliver periodic posts and display them in reverse chronological order. Because so many features and functions have been added to the WordPress platform, it's become the most popular CMS in the world, powering more than 25% of all the websites on the internet. It's the convenience of managing the website through the WordPress dashboard, combined with the huge community of developers that create themes and plugins for WordPress, that has led it to become so ubiquitous. Its structure, keeping the content in a database while separately delivering files like web pages and images with design elements through themes and functionality through plugins, allows WordPress websites to be easily managed by non-programmers. My clients appreciate that I can give them the keys to their website, so to speak, and allow them to make changes and manage the content of their site themselves. If we go back to the WordPress dashboard, I'll show you how you can manage and customize WordPress websites using the systems already in place, allowing you to build a business around WordPress website development without having to program or code anything from scratch. Here's where the themes are managed after they are installed into WordPress. You can see that I have a few themes here, and I can enable a different theme to completely change the look of my website without changing the content at all. Take a look at the difference. Same website, different look and feel. If I go back to Windows Explorer, I can show you where the theme files are located in the WP content folder and in the themes folder. Here's WP content, and there's a folder called themes, and I've just enabled the 2014 theme. The theme I had enabled before was called 2016. These are some of the default themes that come with WordPress. If I go back to WP content, you can see that there's also a plugins folder here. And yes, you guessed it, that's where the plugin files are located. While themes control the look and feel of a website built with WordPress, plugins are used to control functionality, allowing the website to do things. For example, here's a contact form plugin, and I can show you where it's managed within the WordPress dashboard and the functionality it provides the website. Back at the dashboard, here's the plugins section. You can see the corresponding contact form plugin here. The plugin provides a settings panel within the WordPress dashboard, located here, and if I open that up, I can manage my contact forms. The way this plugin works is that I can copy this shortcode, including the brackets, and paste it anywhere I want to get a functional contact form to appear on the website. When someone fills out the form, the plugin and WordPress combine forces to send me an email with the contact form's contents, and delivers a message to the user that the form has been sent successfully. Here, back in WordPress under Pages, you can see I've created a page in WordPress. It's called Contact Me, and you can see the shortcode there. Here's where I've pasted it from the contact form plugin. If I open the website in my browser, and I browse to this Contact Me page, you can see the page I created and how it contains the functional contact form itself. Now, since this website is being developed locally, I'd have to have another add-on for Apache server to be able to test the email delivery here. WordPress has a robust transactional email delivery system that controls things like contact form emails, sending email to new users with their login information, and the forgotten password system so users can reset their passwords securely. Transactional email is just email sent by the WordPress system itself to accomplish the things I just mentioned. There are other systems that we'll get into later too, like domain name configuration, client billing, and support systems. For now, take note that we are using a website address on our local server just for development purposes. When you set up websites for clients, you'll need to connect their domain names, like example.com, to their website. We do this by pointing the domain through the domain registrar like GoDaddy.com or another service, to the web server. When we set up a live internet server at a hosting company, we'll explore how to do this. As you build more than 10 websites in this course, you'll learn to connect the systems together to create a whole bunch of different website functionality and design, enough to know how to fulfill any client's needs in the future. To wrap it up, in this video I've discussed how WordPress is a content management system that contains lots of moving parts. The main systems working together are pretty simple, however. A server with the ability to deliver web pages using both a file system and a database. Next, you'll get all the tools set up to get started building websites yourself. We'll look at all the specific files in the WordPress core file structure, set up all your developer tools including the code editor, FTP program, browser, and image editor. Then, we'll get started with business tools like invoicing, using a spreadsheet template, how to take one-time and recurring payments using PayPal, and how to keep up with the latest developments around WordPress to stay on top of trends. See you there!